Hello there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. For today's video, we're going to be completing part 2 of our Naturopath shop. If you have not watched part 1, I will link it here for you guys. As per usual, I did go ahead and place all of our lighting. I placed some of our wall decals and like any extra like thingy bobs just to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, and I don't know, just to make my life a little bit easier. But yes, hopefully we're going to be completing this build. We are going to be completing this build. Let me say it like that. We will be completing this build. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to be starting over here in this cute little study. So a couple announcements. I have a live stream coming up and you can go and view that on the channel page. I already created the event and stuff, so you can click and be notified for whenever it does happen. That's going to be on August 8th in the evening time for me. I already forget like what time it actually starts, but it's on there. Also, if you're interested, I have Twitch and I'm going to be starting streaming there soon. So if you want, you can go and follow me there. It looks a little weird right now because I'm in the middle of testing out my new branding and stuff, which I'm also going to be switching out my branding on here. Not my name. My name is, of course, going to be staying the same. But like my profile picture and like my banner and whatnot, all that's going to be different color scheme and all that. It is because I'm celebrating 1 year on August 8th. That's why I'm doing the live stream. And I want to celebrate that. And I decided that I wanted to have new branding and stuff that feels a little bit more me. I automatically like the current color scheme and whatnot. Like this is just something that I found online and it was never going to be permanent, to be honest. I don't hate it. It's just not really me. I'm more of a cozy, warm grandma, vintagey, crystal plant girly sort of vibe. And I want my branding and stuff to reflect that. So yeah, I hope you guys will like it. And I'm really excited for the coming year and to continue to make stuff with you guys. So we have that going on. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else I needed to say. Yeah, sorry if you guys are tired of listening to hear this, say this, but I'm just excited, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and apologize. It is 7 a.m. I had to get up because I was a dingus, a silly goose, and I recorded this video and was going to edit it yesterday. And that is when I realized I recorded the entire video without sound. And so yeah, I had to get up early to make sure I had plenty of time to record it again, not be stressed out about it, and edit it because I decided to switch out my editing software. And I've been watching like a lot of tutorials and stuff. I'm not even joking. I watched like a 5-hour tutorial on how to use this editing software, and hopefully I will be able to figure it out. But I wanted to give myself plenty of time because this is gonna be my first video editing with that new software, and I'm a little bit nervous about it, but I am trying to give myself plenty of time to work on it so that I won't be having a meltdown about it. So yes, hopefully, yes, if you want to send me some good energy, obviously you're going to be watching this in the future of when I hopefully have already edited this, but I don't know, send me some good energy regardless. It would be helpful. But yes, I'm gonna apologize if I'm a little derpy. I'm tired, y'all. I already had some coffee, but unfortunately we're out of like milk, so I only had enough for 1 cup. I could just make myself some black coffee, but there's no fun in that. Ooh, actually, like I blame TikTok for this. I'm not blaming TikTok, I'm thanking TikTok for it. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's like this banana bread coffee syrup. Girl, they, thems, all y'all, if you haven't tried the banana bread coffee syrup, it is so stinking good. Oh, it's not a unicorn. I was like, it's a unicorn. It's not a unicorn. It's so good, y'all. I'm all over the place in this video. Oh, this is gonna be a great video. Yes, coffee syrup. Okay, I want this one. I love the little bunny rabbit. He matches our bunny rabbit. I love the coffee syrup, y'all. I'm addicted to it. I've made it like 2-3 times now. So I guess I can give you the recipe if you're interested in it. You take like a banana, duh. You heat up, you want to have equal parts sugar and water. I used brown sugar and I do like half a cup of sugar. So you want half a cup of water, and then you put your banana in like little pieces in a saucepan, and then you're gonna bring that to a boil, and then you let that cook down everything together. You bring it to a boil and let it simmer for like 5-10 minutes. You just want your banana to get cooked and like mushy. And then you want to let that cool down. That's very important because you do not want to be blending molting hot sugar water, because if that gets on your skin, ouchie, that's not going to feel good. So please be careful. Please don't hurt yourself. Let it cool down, blend it up. You can use like a hand, I use like an immersion blender. But yeah, you want to blend it up so there's no chunks and whatnot, and then let it cool down and a little bit more, and then you can put it in a jar, and it should be good for, I wouldn't keep it for more than a week. If you like it like I do, it's not gonna last a week. But yeah, guys, it's so stinking good. If you love banana bread, you're gonna love this. And I love putting it in my iced coffee. So I use instant coffee. And so I just pour enough of the syrup to cover like the bottom of my cup, and then I put like 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, top that off with a bit of hot water, and then I just use room temperature water, put in my ice, and mix in my milk, and it's so delicious, you guys. I'm addicted to it. Oh, you also need to put cinnamon, add cinnamon, obviously, or whatever spices that you would want to put in like your banana bread, I guess. So like if you want to put like cardamom, nutmeg, anything like that, would be absolutely delightful. So yeah, there's my, it's not my recipe. I don't remember where I saw that recipe, but I want to make sure it's not my recipe. I did not come up with this recipe. Whoever did, love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your service. But yeah, that's been my coffee addiction. I'm an iced coffee girly. So 100%. I'm just a breakfast person in general. I love breakfast food. Waffles, pancakes, eggs. Yes, give it to me. I absolutely love breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the day. And I get every morning, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, ooh, it's coffee time. It's coffee time. And yeah, definitely that sets me up for the day. If my iced coffee is good in the morning, it's going to be a good day. But that also means that the opposite is true. That sometimes if my coffee is not so good, I'm a little sad. But it's okay, because then I know, you know what, it's fine. I have tomorrow, and tomorrow's coffee will be a good coffee day. So yeah, when in doubt, coffee. I'm like pining for another coffee now. Ugh, I'm so stinking tired. I'm gonna try my best though, y'all. I'm gonna try my best to focus and get this build done for you guys. Oh, that looks cute up there. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. I know I'm gonna be a little silly in this video. So have fun with that. Enjoy the video, because yeah, I do feel bad. I missed a speed build, and I'm sorry. I just was not feeling well. I've been having a lot of joint pain. We're figuring out that I haven't been to the doctor about it yet. But I definitely have some sort of hypermobility, or maybe Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is more like genetic. Definitely I'm hypermobile. My joints like to joint too much, or they don't want to joint, meaning like my legs have been like giving out on me, especially in like my knees and stuff as of late, which is very uncomfortable. And yeah, my joints don't want to joint. They want to bend too much, and it hurt. So I'm just looking around and making sure there's nothing else I want to put in this room. I think that looks okay. I'm not going to give a computer. I don't know why. You can add one here. It just helps keep the cost of the build down a little bit, but we're going to move on to this bathroom. So yeah, I'm just figuring out like my health stuff right now. And trying to, even if I'm not going to the doctors, like I know I'm definitely hypermobile. There's no doubt about that. So just doing research, because unfortunately there's not really a cure. You can just manage it. I've always had like double jointed elbows and stuff, but I've realized like my fingers bend the wrong way. And like I realized that, hey, maybe it's not normal to feel like you've been strapped into some like medieval torture device anytime you lift anything. Like, y'all, I can't carry my cat, like Miss Nugget, and she's not even like a heavy cat, because it hurts my wrist and like my joints so much. Like it feels like someone's trying to rip my arms out of their sockets, just carrying like my cat or grocery bags or anything like that, which I've always noticed, but it's just become more and more painful, which apparently is just a thing. So it's been difficult, you guys, I will say. And I don't know, I don't mean to complain about it. It's not like it's y'all's problem, but I just wanted to share that, just because even just sitting here in this chair is uncomfortable, and that is kind of affecting me filming a bit. I'm trying to not let it affect my filming, but it kind of is, because I don't really have a good chair to sit in. I just have like our dining room chair, which is not ergonomic at all. So just like sitting up is really uncomfortable right now. But I'm trying to manage it and take care of myself the best that I can, so that I can continue to make videos for you lovely people. And it's okay, we're gonna figure it out. It's all good. I'm gonna try and go and get an appointment with the doctor soon, so that I can figure it out. But I am purchasing like braces and stuff to help myself out. So like whenever I go out, I have to wear like knee braces and stuff, just to help my body like hold itself up. It's such a weird thing to say, but that's legitimately like what's happening. Like I've been walking and hobbling around like a baby deer, just because my joints don't want to joint, and it's been unfortunately very uncomfortable as of late. Like I'm getting like new shoes and whatnot, just to make sure I have, like, I got myself like little old people shoes, just to make sure I have like the most support and stuff, just to try and take as much pressure off my joints as possible. But I don't know, there's only so much that stuff I can do that I want to do without getting like a doctor's opinion, just to make sure I'm doing the right stuff. But yeah, like compression garments and whatnot, just to help with any swelling and pain I have. Like I have some gloves that I wear now when I'm recording on my hands. Well, obviously that's where gloves go. Just to, I don't know, just like squeeze my hands a little bit and help with any discomfort I have. And it is helping, actually. My hands definitely feel a little less shaky and hurt less. So yeah, we're managing it. Yeah, again, I hate to complain. I'm not meaning to complain, and I don't mean to be a downer, but I'm just sharing it with you guys because it does kind of affect this channel, unfortunately. I'm gonna do my best not to let it affect the channel, because I was really sad. Like I was so sad, I was like crying, because I was like, I don't want to miss videos, because it makes me sad and I feel like I'm letting you guys down, and I don't know. So I just wanted to give you guys an explanation, and I guess just apologize ahead of time of, I don't know, just trying to like communicate with you guys, because I want to make sure that you guys understand what's going on. And yeah, just sorry. We're gonna grab, oh, that's really cute, little owl friends. We're having a lot of like floral themed items and just like little critters and things, just because I think that looks really stinking cute. So now I'm just gonna grab like a random rug. I love how I can talk about something like that and then I just completely abandon the topic. Yeah, sorry about that. Again, I'm really tired. We're gonna put that rug there from the werewolf pack. Yay. All right, I'm done. We're not talking about sad things anymore. We're moving on. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on to here, our little living area. So we're gonna go over here to surfaces, and I'm gonna grab a little hutch. I think I want the one from cottage living. Luckily, this is easier for me because I already built this once. So I'm just having to go off of what I remember from last time we built it. I scrolled right past it like 3 times, but here you are. You're gonna go over here. I don't think I want that shade though. Maybe a little bit brighter of a shade. Maybe we'll go with that one. I think we'll go with this one, yes. Yes. So we're gonna put you there. And then for the curtains, I think I want to use the cottage living ones again. And then we're gonna do the same trick that we did downstairs, and I'm just gonna size it down a little bit just so it fits the window a little bit nicer, because they like to flick up to the next floor up whenever I try to do this. Is that even? Not quite, no. All right, let me try again. All right, I think that's good as it's gonna get. That's pretty even, right? Maybe, I don't know. Someone's screaming at their screen right now being like, no, it's not even. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, if you want to download this build and you want to fix these curtains, you are welcome to do that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so yes, if you're watching this video and you want to download the build, my gallery ID is down below, and any video that you see, if you like the build, it is on the gallery. You just got to scroll. I do typically use the name of the video as the name of the build, just to make it easy for you guys. I don't think I've ever actually said that, so hopefully someone noticed it and was like, oh yeah, that's smart, I'm glad she did that. Because yes, I do that on purpose. So yeah, if you were like, oh, how do I find this build, you can search it up by like my gallery name, or you can also just like search the title of this video. But yeah, that's how I do that. So yeah, now we're moving on to our kitchen area. So I'm just gonna place all of these down, and then I will also do the cabinets, and then I will be right back. All right, here we go, my friends. We have all of our cabinets, which these are the base game ones that got added a little bit ago with the Blast from the Past event, I think. So yeah, I think I actually want to use these ones from Cottage Living, these appliances, I should say what I'm doing. Just because I like the little cozy, vintagey aesthetic. I'm trying to do a mixture of like older style with like newer stuff, I suppose. And I think this will look cute. Not that shade though, I'm gonna use this one, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to match these metals all together so that it makes sense. And now we can just clutter up the kitchen a little bit. I think I want to give them a cute little rug. And I think I have one in mind. I think it's from Interior Decorator Pack, this one. But I'm going to switch it to, first of all, being a little bit smaller. And then do I want the yellow shade? I think we have enough green, so I don't want to do the green. We'll do the yellow shade, why not? I think I'm going to pull it out just slightly though, just so that's right around there. And I think that looks pretty good. And then I also need the hood to put over our stove. And I think I will use the matching one that came with Cottage Living. I think that looks pretty darn cute, if I do say so myself. Okie dokie. Next we are going to go over here and grab, what's the pack? Home Chef Hustle. I want this guy. A little dish rack to put over here. Okay, because this wallpaper tile thingy from Enchanted by Nature, it just doesn't click. There's not enough room for it to click onto this window. And then if I do it like that, it glitches, and that hurt my eyeballs. So that's why I did this. I don't know why, I just don't like having a raw edge whenever I do these sorts of wallpapers and things. So if you don't like having this little wood bit here, you can delete it, but that's my solution to the quote-unquote problem, just because it bothers me. But anyways, we're gonna take a little second and clutter up the kitchen. I'm just gonna pull out a couple of things that I think I want to use. Oh, these are cute. Obviously I'm gonna make sure we have some space for them to actually cook, but I like to decorate so that it feels a little more lived in, you know? Fruit is good for you, so we're gonna put some fruit there. And I am gonna grab a trash can, I promise, in just a second. Why are you doing that? Oh, I grabbed my brain is putting right now. My goodness gracious, that's not a countertop, that's a island piece. All right, we fixed it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm glad I noticed that at least. So that's not too bad, right? At least I noticed. We'll put you over here. All right, so we'll leave these open, and well, that's not open, but we'll leave these two open for like actual cooking and stuff. Actually, no, I think I want you over here. You over here. Do I want to give them a coffee pot or a little tea kettle? Maybe. All right, I'm gonna give them a little tea kettle, and then I'm gonna see if I can find like some little mug display because I think it looks cute. All right, I put a little cookie jar, some mugs, and then you have a little kettle there, and I think that looks very cute and cozy. So next up, we can go over here to our living room area. Or actually, I need to give them a trash can first, and then we will do the living room area. All right, trash can is there. So next, I want to start off with grabbing our sofas. And y'all are gonna have to work with me here. I was trying to be more creative with our sofas and whatnot that we use, just to have a little fun with like colors and whatnot. I like trying out new combinations and stuff with colors and like mixing packs together. But yeah, sometimes there's something that I think looks cute. Maybe you don't like it. It's all good. If you want to download the build, you are of course very welcome to change these things. But yeah, I just like to try and flex my little builder muscles and try out new things because that's fun for me. And I think it's important to try out different aesthetics and ideas whenever you can. So yeah, there's like this truck outside. I hope you guys can't hear it, but we're just gonna carry on with the build. I'm trying to remember which curtain I wanted in here. I want something that looks older looking. And I think we're gonna go with this base game one. It's called the Understated Elegance Curtains. And I think it's just gonna like that. And then I'm gonna have to pull this sofa out just a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna pull this sofa over just so that it feels like it's a little bit more centered to that wall. So now we can put some plants, and there's gonna be lots of plants up here as well. Because yes, plants, yes. Starting with fiddle leaf fig. I think that looks very cute there. And then I'm gonna grab, I think the horse ranch end table again, just because it fits well in this space. Like so, like that. I think we can pull you over a little bit more and pull this table out a little bit more. I'm trying to get it to where both tables could technically reach it. Sofas, sorry. I think that looks okay. Does that look okay? Question mark. That's why I'm excited to like stream and stuff, because then I can actually ask you guys, does that look okay? Do you like it? Is it going good? Let me know. Because yeah, I want to build with you guys. Like, yeah, I always get so excited and happy when I see you guys commenting on my videos. It truly makes my day. Like, I'm not just saying that like I was going, oh, whenever I see someone left a nice comment on the video, I'm just like, oh, that's so nice. So I appreciate you guys. Let's have a little look. See, I need another little table for over there. I think I want this one from the for rent pack. We're gonna switch over the color, and I'll zhuzh you over a little bit just so that you're closer to that sofa. Look, I remembered the word that time. That's good. And then we need another lamp. I think I want this lovely little Tiffany sort of lamp that is from Cats and Dogs. I think it'll look very cute in this space. Because yeah, I like the idea of these people. They just kind of raided a secondhand shop, and I just want everything to feel very nice and cozy. I think we're gonna leave this one to a more neutral shade. I thought about changing it over to like a green or something, but I think I'm gonna leave it like that. We'll let this lamp do the talking. So next, I think I want to grab some sort of painting for over here. Ooh, actually, yeah, the one from Vampire Pack would fit perfectly. Yes, this painting from the Vampire Pack will work perfectly because it follows the curve of the sofa. So I think this will look great right here. And I'm gonna use this golden shade. Yes, I like that. I like that. I like how this looks. It's very warm and cozy in here, which is the exact vibe that I want. So So next we need a rug. We're not going to be using the one from Vampire Pack. I think I'm going to use this Life and Death one. We'll just use a different swatch. I think not the green one. We just used the green one actually. Is it this one? I think I want this one. I'm going to size it up. Do I size it up? I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. We are going to size it up actually. Just a little bit. Just once. Well, we don't have the option. It's either once or not at all. We'll see how this plays with the... I can see the edge right there. I'm gonna try and tuck this underneath as much as possible because I don't want it to run into our fireplace. That will look weird. I need to come out just a little bit more. And so for our fireplace, I'm gonna be using this one from Enchanted by Nature, and we're gonna place it roughly around there. Oh, that does like run right into our fireplace. Boo. I wish I had the tool mod, but unfortunately I'm playing on console, so I cannot use it. I don't know. All right, we're gonna play it by ear, but that makes me sad that it's like that. I might just ignore it because it looks really cute there, so I think I'm just gonna ignore it. Hopefully that doesn't cause problems. All right, I'm gonna grab 2 different bookshelves. I think I'm gonna grab that one and then one that's sort of a similar vibe but not too similar to each other. Use this one downstairs. I don't want to use this one again. I think we're going to use this one that is from the Get Together pack. This darn truck won't leave. I think it's like a street sweeper. So that's great. I'm sorry guys. I'm really hoping you guys can't hear that, but in case you can, I do apologize. All right, I'm just going to tuck these guys in closer to the wall, and then we'll move like the fireplace and stuff over in a second. Actually, I think that works okay. So we'll just you guys in. Okay, not that close though. I don't want it to be smacking right into the fireplace, but I don't mind it being a bit of a squeeze. All right, that should work okay, I think. So then next we're going to grab a television, and I think I want to use this one. Not with that shade in particular, but I think I want little trees. I do wish that they also gave us more neutral style paintings with this one. I think that there is a pack somewhere that has a frame TV. So maybe in the future I'll have to go and get that just so that I could have access to that. But for right now, I think this works. The colors still work with our build. Yay. So what next? I think we need a couple little trinkets to clutter up on top of our mantle. I definitely want some little candles to make it look cozy. Are these too holiday-y, or are they cute? I think they're kind of cute. Maybe we can get away with it. I'm gonna say we can get away with it. And now I want to grab another light. Oh, this one from the werewolf pack is also very cute. Why not? I just want lots of little whimsical pieces here and there, just to make it look super duper cute. Before we start over here, I actually need to put a couple more things over here. I want to grab ourselves a little side table. Kind of eyeballing this one, yeah, because I like the green. The green works well with all the green we have going on. So I'm gonna try and zhuzh this as close as I can to this sofa, without it blocking. So it won't block the bookshelf. I mean, it probably will, but your Sims can still access this one, so I'm willing to allow it because there's plenty of bookshelves in this build. So if your Sim wants to read, they have plenty of options to get bookshelves. And then I'm gonna grab this little hanging plant. I'm gonna switch it over to this slightly more bronzy vibe. It's like a darker goldy bit. And then we're gonna grab some houseplants. Okay, I think that these ones from Enchanted by Nature are super cute. I especially like this little pot. I think that looks pretty darn cute. So next, I just need like a little chair or something, and we need some kind of coffee table. I really wanted to use this one, but I feel like that's way too small for the space, and if I do that, it's gonna look way too big. So I actually think I want to use this one for a little touch of like wicker sort of vibe, like a natural material. I don't know. I just like how this looks in the space. And then I'm going to grab a comfy little reading chair. I kind of want this one from Cottage Living, but I also think I want to use this one because it has some of the green, like it'll match the pillows off of this sofa. And I don't know, I just like how it looks. So we're gonna use that one. And then to finish off this space, I'm going to be grabbing another side table, and I think I'm gonna use the one from the Realm of Magic. And just kind of tuck it in right here next to our table. Just so that this chair isn't just floating alone in the middle of our living room. And I think this space turns out looking very nice and cozy. So yay. Over here, I'm gonna be grabbing a extra chair. Just definitely not just because I totally couldn't think of anything else to put over here. No, that's definitely not what happened. I don't know, guys. It just ended up being like, ooh, this one's kind of fun. That's not the one I originally wanted, though. I think I want to stick with this one. Or do I want to have fun and go for the hanging one? Is this too boho, though? Yeah, no. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to stick with the original one. But that is a good option, I suppose. We're going to stick you here, I think. And then I need another plant. And I think I want this one. Oh, so that looks good there. Okie dokie. You need a painting, and I think I want this base game one. Just a simple flower one. We're just sticking with our flower theme here. This one. I'm gonna change the color in just a second. I'm just gonna try and zhuzh you to right about there. Whoops, wrong button. And switch over the color to there. And yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a little glance over and make sure I didn't forget anything. But I think that's gonna be it for our living area. Oh, I wanted a tea kettle. So, not a tea kettle, excuse me, like a little tea tray. I just think it looks really cute in this space. So I'm gonna put this right over here. All right, now I think that this space is done. So now we can move on to this little hallway and our second bathroom. All right, so we're gonna decorate this little hallway first, and luckily I already did this once, so this makes it easy. I'm thinking of the rug from Horse Ranch, if I can find it. All right, I didn't find it, so we're gonna be smart and actually filter for it. Wow, look how easy that was. Awesome. That was dripping with sarcasm. I apologize. I'm being sarcastic with myself though. Okay, here we go. Is it facing this way? I think. Wait. Or is it facing that way? It's facing this way. Okay, yeah, me smart. Good job, brain. Here we go. We're gonna put it there so it's kind of like centered. And then I'm gonna grab a table, just a little hallway table. I just felt weird leaving this empty. Let's see. We used this one in the living room, so I think we're gonna use this one. I think it. Yes, it does. It also comes in like a cool green brown shade, so that looks cute. So now we just need a couple little pieces of clutter, and we'll also make a little gallery wall, if I can remember what I put up here. Just to increase our coziness. So let me see if I can find the pictures that I want. All right, we're gonna start off with this one from Crystal Creations. I used this one downstairs, so that's why I'm trying to avoid doing that one. I also kind of like how this looks with that. And then I think I need, ooh, that could work. Hold on, let me play around with this a little bit. So if we go like that, size you down once. Let's see, can I cook? Is that cringy to say? Maybe. Someone cringed. Someone clicked off right now just because I said that. We're gonna try and make this work. Hold on. Trying to get this like even, but like tastefully uneven, I suppose. Meh. Go back. Does that work? I think that looks okay. Can we let that work for now? We're gonna roll with it for now. Okie dokie. I want some cute little bits and bobs to put up here. And then we're also gonna pick out some bathroom storage. Just because we're having another bathroom and it makes sense for me to have a little, maybe like a linen closet or something, that sort of vibe. All right, so I went with this little cute little pig and this floral picture from Horse Ranch. I think that looks quite cute there. And then we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab that bathroom storagey thing that I was talking about. And we're gonna use the one from the horse ranch pack. So I'm gonna make it easy for myself and go like that and filter it this way. And I'm gonna do my best to tuck this into the corner because we don't want to waste space. Just like that. And I'm gonna switch it over to the shade, I think. And I think that's gonna actually, oh, I forgot. I wanted to put like a grandfather clock here. I just think it's a good spot for it. Just so that we don't have like one awkwardly empty space. If I'm gonna take the time to clutter up this hallway, then I might as well make sure everything's full, right? So we're gonna put you, whoops, wrong button. We're gonna tuck you in right over here. I'm gonna get you up against this wall as much as I can. And yeah, I think that looks very cute and cozy. So next we can go over here and we're gonna do this bathroom. This bathroom's pretty much the same as the other bathroom, nothing too complicated here. So we're just using the same sink, toilet, and all that, but I'm gonna be giving them a bathtub instead of a shower, just to mix it up a little bit. Just so that if you have like kids or something, if you wanna have kids in this lot, you can do that and you'll have a little spot to give them a bath. We are gonna be doing a kids room. Probably the next area is gonna be the kids room. But again, if you don't want to have a kid, you're welcome to download the build and change the stuff. But I honestly didn't know what else to do with this space, so that's why I did it. All right, so next we need the same toilet, and we'll grab the sink, and I'll clutter it up with like toilet paper and stuff. So give me a second, and I will do that. All right, so I gave them a rug, not a rug, but like a robe, bathroom washing stuff. I just sized up this hand towel in order to try and get it to look like it's a regular like body towel. I really wish they gave us a matching one because I really like using that hand towel, but it is what it is. I'm kind of debating if I want to give them a little rug for next to our bathtub, but I'm not sure which one I want to use, if I do want to use one. I don't know. Okay, I didn't find anything that I liked, so we're just gonna leave it like that for now. And next up we can do, I don't think I want to clutter up this next little area, to be honest. It's kind of really small. Maybe we'll put like a painting or something on this wall just for the sake of it not being totally empty. But we're gonna do that really quick, and then we're gonna go and do the children's room. All right, I'm just gonna maybe give them just like this tapestry from Vampire Pack and just size it down just because I think that looks really cool there. Maybe we'll put it up a little bit so it's not like right on the chair railing. So yeah, okay, now we're gonna work on the kids room. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab this little corner chair table thing. Oh my goodness, chair sitting area. It is from Cats and Dogs. It's this one, not the other one. And I'm gonna try and tuck this into this corner the best that I can. So give me 1 second. I think that looks okay. And now we can switch it over to this shade. I like it because of all the greens and stuff. I decided to go with this wallpaper. I'm kind of pretending that this is original to the building itself. I don't know. So next up we need some curtains, and I'm going a little bit more neutral with this kids room. Normally I like to do lots of fun colors and stuff, but I don't know what, I just felt like trying something a little bit different with this one. But I still think that it feels very cute and cozy. So next we're gonna grab our bed, and I'm gonna give them a, oh darn it, what's the word for it? One of these, but like no bed underneath. Loft bed? I think it's called a loft bed, maybe. Trying to remember which one I used actually. We're gonna use this one, and I'm gonna make sure to pull it out of that curtain, of course, and make sure it's actually touching this wall as much as I can. I think that looks okay. And I'm gonna use this cute green shade. I just love that soft green, and I think it matches the wood on here and the green just quite nicely. There we go, that's a word. So next we are going to grab a cute little, oh, there it is, little bear chair. I just think it looks cute there. And we're just gonna go around and clutter it up with like different toys and furniture and stuff, just to make it look, I don't know, lived in. and cute. They need a wardrobe. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm going to flip you around. Maybe we'll do like a soft shade like this. I'm gonna have to try and tuck you in here the best that I can. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And then over here, I want to grab the playhouse that came with Enchanted by Nature, just because I think that looks really stinking cute. I'm gonna have to pull this out of the curtain though. Womp womp. Maybe like that. I think that looks fine. I'll make sure again to play test everything, make sure everything works properly. I like that shade. I think it's a lot more fun and colorful looking. So over here, I'm also gonna give them, I want that toy chest, this one that came from Enchanted by Nature as well. We can't put it there, it's gonna block the dollhouse. That's the word, dollhouse. I guess we'll put you over here, my friend. Maybe that'll work. I think that'll be fine. And then over here, I want to give them a desk. It's just so that if they want to do homework or whatever, they have the space to do that. I think I actually want to use this one. I think this comes in like a softer cream colored tone. And I think that'll work in the space. Maybe that one. I kind of like the little touch of orange. And then we need a chair. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but I'm also not 100% in love with it. So I'm kind of looking for some other ideas. Just because the wood tones are different. So I think I'm gonna move on to something else. Yeah. But what about like that? Would that work? Maybe. I think it's the same pack, so in theory it should work. But you know, Sims likes to throw us a curveball. Will that work? Is that the same color? Kind of, sort of. I don't know. All right, I think we're gonna go with this one. I think we're just gonna stick with this one. I think that looks okay. So maybe this is more of a slightly more grown like kid room, I suppose. So next up, we need some wall decor. All right, I'm looking through the wall decorations and I want to grab some like nature themed arts and crafts. Oh, these are cute, actually. Because there's like this shade. This one, it's got like little flowers and stuff on it, so I think that'll look cute there. And then I also want to give them some plants. This is very much a plant themed household. Oh, that's really cute. Do you come in like a different? Oh, I like the little ocean one. It's also cute. Actually, I think I am gonna do the ocean one just because we're by the ocean right now, actually, in the game. I want to put this here. If I shrink this down once, will that look weird? Might not. We'll put this here, and then maybe I'll grab like some sort of poster or something to put there. I just want to make it look very cluttered and fun for whichever kid you probably will put that lives here. So let's have a little look-see. I normally do like trees. I'm trying to force myself to not put trees. I don't know why. Every time I build like a kid's room, I end up reaching for those tree thingies. So I'm gonna try to force myself not to do that. I feel like this looks too boring next to this, so we're gonna keep looking for something else. I don't know. Is there some sort of plant I can do? This kind of looks interesting. Not quite what I'm looking for though, but kind of the same right idea. These little succulents are kind of cute. They have little faces on them. That's neat. But could I like zhuzh you up here maybe? Hold on. Almost. One more? Yeah, why not? We'll zhuzh these guys up here. Just like pull you out a little bit more. Will you sit there nicely? I think that looks cute. Why not? We'll put that you there. And then maybe like some sort of like picture frame. I think there's some that came from Enchanted by Nature. That might look cute there. Unicorn is cute. I'll put you there. Why not? And then I'm gonna look for some other clutter to put all over the place. All right, I think this little gnome picture is pretty darn cute. And then I also like this little fairy bunny dude. I think you're pretty cute. So I'm gonna try to zhuzh you up here as well. That's too high. I think this is gonna be the closest we can get. Yeah, okay, that looks cute. Yay. I'm gonna have to move this picture over a little bit more though. And that's okay. All right, I think that looks pretty cute. I might grab some nature prints and put them up there, but I'm gonna do that in a second. Next, I think we need, I'm gonna put like a bookcase or something under here. So maybe this one would work actually, because I can kind of tuck it underneath here. And then we'll put like a nightlight. I think there's like the cute little acorn one that came from the Nature, Enchanted by Nature pack. This one. I think that'll look cute there. Yay. All right, we're gonna put you there. Maybe put some pictures here, but I'm gonna have to go into the debug menu to get them, so I'm gonna do that post-production. But yeah, I think we can finish up working in the space for now. I think we're just gonna put a rug here and then we'll call that done, and I'll put the pictures and extra clutter in here post-production. So we'll just move on to doing our final room, which is going to be the adults room. All right, I just gave them this cute little gnome rug. So now we can go over here and complete our final room. All right, I didn't really plan this room, to be honest. So we're gonna kind of try to wing it a little bit here. So you're gonna be a little patient with me. I'm thinking this bed. Okay, I did look at this a little bit because I was confused as to what to do, but I quite like this bedding. I think that the gold and just like the curves and stuff, they remind me of like leaves and stuff. I think that sort of it's a vibe. I'm trying to avoid doing too much Enchanted by Nature stuff. I want to mix it up a little bit. So I also want to grab these little side tables from Cottage Living. And we're also going to be using the dresser that also came from Cottage Living. Just to make it all be cute and matchy-matchy a little bit. I think that looks very cute. I'm going to have to tuck this a little bit closer to the wall though. There we go. All right, so for the curtains, I am thinking about using, I'm trying to find them. Is it these guys? No. It's these guys. They have these little like pom-pom-y things on it, but I like the green shade sort of in this space. We're gonna look and see at it. Look and see how it looks again, just because past me liked it. I may not like it now, but I kind of don't mind this green, actually. It kind of goes with the green and the bedding. I'm gonna look at the other swatches just to make sure. I could do that one and make it more mellow, but I also kind of like the pop of green. So maybe we'll roll with that for now. All right, we need some lamps and some painting, some artwork on the... Need some artwork on that wall. My goodness, my brain is dying. Sorry guys, I'm trying really hard here to wrap this up so I can get done. That looks pretty cute there, I think. So we'll roll with that for now. Maybe we'll put like a little mirror or something there too. That could look cute. I just want this bedroom to continue to feel cute and whimsical as much as possible. This little fruit painting is always quite cute. I don't know if I want to put it over here though. Yeah, that doesn't fit here, but maybe I think I want to put another fireplace over here actually. So let me go and grab this one from over here. I'm just gonna boop, grab it like that. Yes, and that helps fill up some of that space. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So now I think we need some sort of love seat or chair next to there, and I could continue our little wicker moment, but this one, obviously not going through the wall, please, and thank you. I think this does have a shade that should match with our bed well enough. Maybe. I feel like that looks okay, question mark. It's kind of got like cream tones and whatnot on it. Let's look at these again. Ooh, hello? It's more of a pristine white though. That's gonna bother me. All right, we're gonna stick with this one, I think. As much as I love the green on that, the pristine white's gonna bother me up against all of our cream tones. So we're gonna stick with that. All right, I think we need some wall sconces and a rug. And I think I might also take a second to look at some extra clutter. And then we will meet back here. All right, I think I'm gonna go with these wall sconces from Cottage Living. Maybe they were built in when they moved in. I think that looks cute. So now we need some lamps for over here. Let's see, what do we like? Definitely something antique-y looking. I always like using this one, but we used it downstairs, so I'm not sure if I want to use it again. But I do love that green. Can we get away with it? Maybe. Maybe if I go like this. Maybe if I do a more neutral shade, it'll be okay. All right, yeah. I think I'm gonna allow that to happen. Next we need little bits and bobs. I think we need some clutter to make it look more fun. All right, maybe like a little alarm clock and maybe like a book or something. And we also need a rug. I can't forget the rug. All right, I think we're gonna finish this up. I just need to pick out a rug. So this is what we're kind of working with right now. I'm kind of eyeballing this one from Biscuits. What do you call it? The Business and Hobbies pack. I kind of like it, kind of don't. Actually, no, I feel like that's not good. All right, we need something a little bit lighter. Something like that could possibly work. If you have a lighter shade, please. No. Biscuits. Maybe need a more neutral. We'll let the bed do the talking. Maybe I need to pick out a more neutral one. That's not neutral at all. What about you? This could work. Will you size up nicely for me? Not really, no. All right, what if we do... I don't like that. I'd like it, but I don't. Why don't we do a combination? So we can put this rug here, maybe, in this space, and then we can pick out another little rug, maybe, and we even get away with that. We'll just do multiple rugs. No, something different, something kind of like that, but not like that. No, that's not gonna work. What about this? We could just go completely opposite, and not opposite, but like similar color, but different material. No, not quite. I think this one's gonna be too busy. Yeah, that's a bit too much. All right, all right, this one? No. This broom has been giving me grief, you guys. I don't know what is up. Could that work, or is that too... No, that's too much. All right, I honestly don't know what to do with the rug. I think I might just size it up like this. Or I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I genuinely looked at every single rug that I could think of, and I can't find anything that I think works for underneath the bed. So I think we're just gonna not have a rug there. You can add one if you would like, but this is where I'm gonna end this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe so never miss out on any of my future builds. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.